In part 1, we will be heavily using our calculator. First, let's press the information that is given to us, the data that is given to us into our calculator. Then using our calculator, we can generate the scatter diagram. The point here, which is all the way to the left and top, this point here has a coordinate that's synchronized to 32 and 172. It is this point here. And this all the way to the right and bottom, this synchronized to 68 and 14. And this question also requires us to calculate for the product moment correlation coefficient. And I've done that using my calculator. Let me show you the screenshot. So from my calculator, I have this. So from here, we can quote the product moment correlation coefficient, and that is equal to negative 0.848. From the previous part, we have already keyed in information of the data into our calculator. So in your calculator, in L1, you should have a record of all the T, the temperature of the soil. And in L2, you should have the record of all the number of days for the seed to germinate. So this represents D. But in this part of the question, we are looking at D versus U, where U represents 1 over T. So in L3, we are going to create a 1 over T. So it is going to be 1 over L1. And this will represent U. I'm going to then press U, which is L3, into X list. So here we will be recording U. And in the Y list, we will be recording L2, which is D. And then generating our linear regression line, we have this, which means that from the information that is given, it is going to tell us that D is equal to, according to here, D is going to be equal to minus 145.13, then plus this B is 9456.4 U, which means that comparing this to what we have here, this is going to be representing minus A, and this is going to be representing B, this A and B here instead of the A and B in the calculator. So according to the question, we are supposed to state the value of this particular A. So if minus A is this number, that means A is going to be, to 3 significant figures, is 145. And as for B, again to 3 significant figures, is 1460. And we are supposed to quote the new product moment correlation coefficient. And the product moment correlation coefficient, this time it is equal to 0.941. So from the previous part of the question, we have gotten a model for D versus T. And what this question is saying is that, can you try to justify whether this model is going to fit to an actual study that was carried out? And because it was found that when T was 86, the average germination days, D, is found to be equal to 32. One thing that we can take note of here is that we are looking at a case of an extrapolation, because according to the data that was first given, all the T are supposed to be less than or equal to 68. So 86 is definitely an extrapolation, but this is not an extrapolation or interpolation question. This is a question that is asking you whether this model, when it is being extrapolated, will it be giving you the correct answer? So let's verify that by letting T be equal to 86. So when T is equal to 86, let's find out what is D. D is minus 145.13 plus 9456.4 divided by T, which now it is 86. If extrapolation is possible for this particular model, we should get something that is close to 32, which was the actual value that was found through the study. So if I were to press this into the calculator, we actually get a negative 35.172, which is definitely not anywhere close to 32. Therefore, Lim's model does not fit the additional data. Previously, we have gotten a relationship between D and T, where T is in degree Fahrenheit. Now what we want is a relationship between D and T, capitalized T, where T is in degree Celsius. It is given to us by the question that degree Celsius, T, is equal to 5 over 9 of the temperature in degree Fahrenheit T minus 32. So T here is equal to 9 over 5T plus 32, or I can combine this together to become a 9T plus 160 over 5. So now we have an equation relating T to T, which is in degrees Celsius. So if I want D in terms of T, I will just need to replace this by this expression. So it is going to be minus 145.13 plus 9456.4 divided by T, which I'm going to be replacing it by 9T plus 160 over 5. So D is equal to minus 145.13 plus 47282 over 9T plus 160.